Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commentary Hub.
There's headed by Marina! That is 2-1 to Arsenal!
Look at that point! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal! And it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised! Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones!
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out! Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending where you are across the world, and welcome to Premier League on TCHub Live. It's Liverpool against Manchester City in a big game at the top end of the table as Manchester City look to close back the gap to Arsenal. We're currently 9 points clear at the top of the table. They take on the Liverpool side, currently sit in 6th place in the table. We'll take a look at the tables in just a quick second. We'll take a quick look at the tables now. In fact, to tell you what the table looks like ahead of kick-off in the Premier League. As I mentioned, Arsenal top of the league, 9 points clear of Man City and Aston Villa. Man City play this afternoon against Liverpool, who, as I say, sit in 6th place at the moment, coming into this game on goal difference ahead of this one in what's going to be a big game today. Looking at the bottom, Crystal Palace big win against Brighton earlier today as they climb above the arch rivals into 13th with a 1-0 victory earlier on today. The two teams are out ahead of kick-off then, and very, very soon we'll take a look at the two lineups in a moment. Going through the handshakes right now. In fact, big afternoon to Media Radio, Jingles and Gaming, and also to Mike Conman. I'll read your thoughts out in just a second, guys, as we run you through today's starting lineups, starting with Liverpool. Alisson starts between the sticks. It's Dominic Szoboszlai, Rima Konate, Virgil van Dijk and Milos Kerkez across the back. Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister in midfield, with Mo Salah, Florian Wirtz and Cody Gakpo behind Hugo Ekitike in attack. Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike, the most two informed players in this Liverpool side at the moment in time, as they look to extend their partnership with more goals today up against a Manchester City side. On the bench, two goalkeepers for Liverpool, only through the benches in just a moment. As for Manchester City then, this is how they will line up today. Gianluigi Donnarumma continues between the sixth in the Premier League after being replaced by James Trafford in the week. Tesunis Abdul Kujanov Margay back into the side after being ineligible to play in the Carabao Cup. Ryan Nuri starts at left back. Rodri is in the midfield in front of the back four then, and it's Semenyo, Bernardo Silva, Nico O'Reilly, Omar Mamouche behind the lone striker of Erling Haaland. Ryan Cherky with the informed place for City on the bench today. On the bench for Liverpool then is Mamardashvili, Woodman, Robertson, Ramsey, Endo, Jones, Nione, Chiesa and Engamoa. For City is Trafford, Diaz, Ake, Elaine, Lewis, Reinders, Cherky as I mentioned, Gonzalez, Nico Gonzalez and Phil Foden. Let's take a look then at the match officials then for today's game, and the referee today is Craig Pawson. He's from Sheffield. We've got Tim Wood and Matt Wilkes, the assistants, Tim Robinson, the fourth official, and should we need them in VAR is John Brooks and Blake Antrobus. Let's take a quick look then at the goalkeeping stats ahead of kick-off, and this is going to be a big one today. As you can see there, 19 games played for Alisson, 21 for Donnarumma. The record goals conceded 23 and 19 respectively. Donnarumma conceding the least amount of goals there. As you can see, 6 clean sheets for Alisson, 9 for Gianluigi Donnarumma, 6.27 save percentage for Alisson Becker, 7.08 for Gianluigi Donnarumma, and a 1.61 save economy rate for Becker with 3.42 for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Let's take a look then at the head-to-heads ahead of kickoff as we get approaching the kickoff. 110 wins for Liverpool, 61 for Manchester City, 58 draws, 3 in favour of Manchester City in the last meetings. Win percentage for Liverpool of 0.48 and for City 266. 2 head-to-head win streaks for Liverpool, 3 for Manchester City in the XG, 38.69 for Liverpool, 43.64 for Manchester City. We're almost set and ready to go then. It'll be Manchester City will kick us off, attacking the goal away to my right-hand side in this first half. And we're now back underway with this game, kicking off in what's going to be a big match today, as the ball is sent long by Gianluigi Donnarumma to Antoine Semenyo early, exchanging there for Manchester City, getting him in around the Liverpool defence. Here's Mark Gay, who knocked it back to the aforementioned Gianluigi Donnarumma, and Rodri just knocks it to Cousinov, who can bring this ball forward. Can he for Manchester City? Can't. Good pressure there from Hugo Ekitike, who gets the crowd round up for this one, if it wasn't already. In this early exchanges, 30 seconds on the clock, is Liverpool 0. Games, 3 wins, 14 draws, 35 defeats for Manchester City. Will that be another defeat on the cards there today? Let's take a look then to the comments section. Big up to Mike Orneman and Radio Jingles and Gaming. We'll get your comments to you in a second as Salah tries to bring the ball down for Liverpool on that far side. But Manchester City tidy up well as Mark Gay sends the ball long down for looking for the run there of Omar Mamouche, who's trying to get away from Ibrahim Konate. Konate comes across well and defends well, does Ibrahim Konate. Back to Alisson, who sends this ball downfield. Jingles and Gaming says, good afternoon, Russ and the commentary up team. Well, we are ready for a big Premier League showdown. Don't know who will win this game. As Liverpool got close to an early goal, there. Haaland, it was through on goal, and Semenyo goes down under the challenge of Kirkes, but the ball goes out of play for a throw-in to Manchester City, to Liverpool. But good start from Manchester City there, and that was almost a goal from Erling Haaland early on, after being played through. And but now Liverpool down the other end trying to come forward. We'll get to your comments in a second today as well. With some big comments coming in there as well by Mark Gay as well. We'll go back to those in just seconds. Alexis McAllister with possession. Liverpool knocks it back to Virgil van Dijk. So quickly read the media Jingles and Gaming game. I don't know who will win this game. I think either side can win this. Let's hope for a good game. Mike says, goodie. I was come on Liverpool. He's an Arsenal fan. He's up, and Liverpool can do that a favour to keep them 9 points clear at the top of the table, or even 8 points clear if Liverpool were to pick up a point today against Manchester City. On the other side, closing the way 9 points behind Arsenal as it stands right now is Aston Villa, as the offside flag goes up there against Cody Gakpo. Mike says, anyone who wants football to be fair, to be a fair game, should want Liverpool to beat Manchester City today. And he also says, interested to see how Mark Gay plays today against a team who almost signed him in the summer. That is correct, Mike, as well. Good to have you with us today. Big game for both of these sides. Today's is Mamouche can't bring it under his spell, though, as Dominic Szoboszlai playing out of position and right back, but he's done a good job there for Liverpool when he's stood in a right back for Bradley and other players who are out injured. And he's playing there again today. Should be a good game up against Omar Mamouche and down our left hand side, and also Ryan Nouri down there too. Should be a good game this one today, as here is Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola walking out some instructions. On the slot, just standing on the touchline, watching on this game as well. As a man goes down for City, which is Omar Mamouche, as Liverpool clear the ball forward. Here's Rodri for Manchester City, back to Cousinov, and now into Nunes, who can bring this ball forward for Manchester City, controlling the game well. Of the citizens in the early exchanges. We've played just over 3 minutes and we're still awaiting our first goal, but City had the best chance of the game so far when Erling Haaland almost punished Liverpool's defences. Does that ball go out of play there for a corner kick to Liverpool? The referee and officials say no, as Rodri gets it back to Donnarumma. Replaced from Alexis McAllister is there, Gianluigi Donnarumma, the Italian. And Ekitike pulls the ball back looking for Mo Salah, and he just cleared away. Does he go out of play? The referee says no, the Manchester City can keep the ball in. Rodri gets it forward to Mamouche. And here they come now to Manchester City, but the ball giveaway there, but Haaland trying to go on the end of that ball forward. He's Mamouche again for Manchester City. Into Antoine Semenyo, fires just over the top there, and eye wide, and not so handsome in the crowd there today. As you can see, the release scores going across the bottom of your screen. And there is the team form on the screen there as well for you to have a look at. Leeds United big 3-1 winners over Nottingham Forest, win 9 points clear up until Saturday afternoon, which we'll see why in a moment when you see the scores on the screens there. As Manchester United beat Spurs this weekend. Jose Romero sent off in that game for Tottenham Hotspur. So not seen the red card incident in that match or any of the Premier League games from yesterday. Saw the Brighton game earlier today. They fell to goal 1-0 defeat to Crystal Palace. Guess on, side from Aston Villa on loan for Crystal Palace set up Ismail Assar as Nico O'Reilly goes down there. No free kick. And then a free kick given against O'Reilly for a foul on Dominic Szoboszlai. As Liverpool take the free kick quickly, Szoboszlai again. And this is going to be a big game if there ever was one in the Premier League today. You tuned into the commentary live this afternoon. Alternative audio commentary on this Premier League encounter between Liverpool and Manchester City from Anfield today. Here is Konate across there to Dominic Szoboszlai. Back he goes then to Alisson, who sends this ball long downfield. Good control there by Cody Gakpo to try and pick out Ekitike, but City win the ball back. And he's back with Donnarumma. Now from Manchester City will look to keep all of possession. He gets the ball across to that far side. And that's a good piece of defensive play there by Ryan Nuri. Now Mark Gay passes it to Bernardo Silva, who is dropping into the back line to make it back 3 at times for Manchester City when Nuri and Nunes push up. There's Rodri, who can turn away, sometimes goes into the back line as well to make it back 3 at times. He exchanges between him and Bernardo Silva. As Marmoush goes down, where a free kick has been given against Omar Marmoush on Ibrahima Konate there. And I want to look at that one again because I think Marmoush was fouled first, but the referee gave it the opposite way. Liverpool fans inside the stadium thought it was a crazy decision. The City fans went to my left-hand side, didn't think so. As here comes Szoboszlai down the line looking to pick out Salvage. Lost out to Nuri, who charges forward. And then Nuri goes down. The referee says get to your feet, which he does that just now, just right in Nuri. But now Manchester City looking to get on the front foot again if we can win the ball back. But Liverpool get on really quickly from the throw-in and knocked it back to Donnarumma, just clears it away just in time as Ekitike was closing him down. Gravenberch loses out and City come forward with Rodri. Good ball just behind Marmoush, decides to turn back to make sure City keep all of possession. Rodri again. O'Reilly. Now Margay back to O'Reilly again. And now Rodri once more. Margay looks to bring this ball forward. Here's Antoine Semenyo. The ball led to Omar Marmoush. Some City fans wanted Omar Marmoush to start in place of Erling Haaland, but Pep Guardiola starts them both today with one of the men on the bench who I didn't expect to see on the bench in Ryan Cherky being dropped to fetch in Omar Marmoush to partner him in and around Erling Haaland as Margay has a chat with Craig Pawson, the referee, as he comes forward for the City free kick. And as like Mike said a couple of shows, it'll be interesting to see how well Margay does against this Liverpool side who wants to sign him in the summer. And almost still on transfer deadline day in the summer, but then he joined Man City in this window instead. We should see if he scores. What happens if he does get an end of this free kick from Bernardo Silva? Will he go out wide, Bernardo Silva? Will he delay it into the penalty? Kuzinov in there too. Haaland as well as into us. Kuzinov who just exits just over the top of the crossbar and wide. Decent effort from Manchester City, good with balling. And Kuzinov just gets up there. And then Virgil van Dijk getting in there too. And just went wide of the post. In fact, not over the crossbar, just wide of the target. And then he just didn't look like he went over the crossbar from the first angle. And that's why we get good replays in this commentary booth I'm setting today. And he's now back there with Gianluigi Donnarumma. You can send the ball out wide. There is a good chest down and header forward right in Newry. Against Dominic Szoboszlai, pushes over Szoboszlai and gives away a free kick. It was right in Newry. From a Wolverhampton Wanderers, man, his former club look like they're going to be relegated from the Premier League come the end of the season. Be interested to see how City defend this set piece here. Dominic Szoboszlai just a couple of yards in from the touchline on the right hand side for Liverpool as they look. Far right hand side from where we're sitting today. And the referee Craig Pawson just barking out some instructions to the players there as we watch this free kick be taken in towards the penalty. It's ended up in a way by Salah. The Liverpool punches it clear. And that's further cleared there. Omar Mamouche is chasing after this one, can't get there in the end. And he goes out of play this time. Going to throw it to Manchester City there in the end as Manchester City looking to grow in confidence in this game. If you're tuning in for the very first time today, thank you very much for doing so. If you can do so, please hit the subscribe button down below. It's free to do so. And also click the like as well. That's also free to do so. And if you click the subscribe button, click the bell as well, and you'll get notified every time. That's right, every time we go live, you'll get it here as the ball is played through to Omar Mamouche. And he puts it wide. There's Omar Mamouche, but the flag went up in the end, so he saves his blushes. But Omar Mamouche really should be scoring there. He's lucky at, he was just offside, Omar Mamouche. And he puts it wide in the end. And he really should be to the target. But offside flag went up, so it didn't matter in the end. You have indeed, Paul. City have started really strong here. And it's a really good game so far. This is one game I'm looking forward to actually watching. Been looking to watch this season. And the privilege to do the commentary for it as well. Throwing down the line from Nunes. City give the ball away though, but City trying to win it back. As Rico O'Reilly's brought down there. Yes, he is. Free kick foul by Ryan Gravenberch. In the end, it was City going with it quickly. With Bernardo Silva getting out wide to Ryan Newry. Salah's tracking back to help out. Dominic Szoboszlai, who's normally a midfielder, playing in the right back today. I'm surprised that when they've got Calvin Ramsey on the bench, who can play right, who's an out-and-out right back. He's put Dominic Szoboszlai there, but perhaps Calvin Ramsey not experienced enough to play in a big game in this stature, I'd imagine. With no Conor Bradley. No Trent Alexander-Arnold left in the summer. It's Florian Wirtz almost getting in there. City playing around at the back. And sometimes if you play around in the back like that, sometimes you can get picked off and get punished. But that's a good crossfield pass to find Ryan Newry from right to left there. And that was a good ball from Matheus Nunes. Here's Rodri. Turns away from Wirtz to find Newry. Now Gay. The England international from Crystal Palace for the Citizens. As a shot comes in from Rodri, takes a deflection off his own man in the end, he looks like. And behind for a goal kick to Liverpool. As there you see it again from this angle. Comes to Rodri and yes, he hits Erling Haaland and goes wide. Erling Haaland got out of the way. It would have probably been maybe, I'm not going to say for definite, it maybe have been 1-0 to Manchester City because I think that might have been on target. Ekitike did well there to win a throw in for Liverpool. Up against Matheus Nunes. He's Virgil van Dijk who sends the ball forward looking for the run of Hugo Ekitike, but too much on that. And it's an easy catch for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Gets it out quickly to Rodri, back to Gay, who's looking for options. It's back to Donnarumma. And now he sends the ball long downfield. There is the head of Erling Haaland who flicks the ball and looking for Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo's away from Milos Kerkez. The ball in towards the penalty area to near Alisson there. And he claims it in the end then. If he's not careful, he may concede a corner. You can't, if you hold on to it for more than 10 seconds and you count down from 5, you give a corner away slow on to him when he gets down to the final one. So he had to get really quickly, and he did. But City now coming forward again, and the ball too far ahead of Marmouche and too far ahead of Erling Haaland from Antoine Semenyo. This is coming to the citizens from Bournemouth. He's slotting him really, really well. There's Mark Gay. Good defending there. He's slotting him really well for Manchester City as well at the back. Rodri now looking to bring Manchester City forward here. He finds Matheus Nunes, who normally midfielder by trade, but slotting in the right back spot brilliantly. That ball's through towards Marmouche. Is onside. Marmouche goes down inside the penalty. The referee said he got the ball. He cannot. Hey, Ekitike plays it off of Matheus Nunes out for a throw, and the referee just says we'll stop the play there for a moment as the VAR will check this. And for me, nothing in that. If there's anything, it was the initial contact is outside of the area, and he lets go just as he gets inside the penalty area. Does Canate brilliantly well then. It's a touch to the ball as well when they're inside the penalty area. Nothing in that for me other than the Liverpool throw-in, which has been given. So correct officiating there from Craig Pawson and the man in Stockley Park, John Brooks. And he's now back with Gianluigi Donnarumma there. And last week there was no coverage on the channel last week in the Premier League, apart from Monday Night Football updates on the Sunderland Burnley game. No live commentary last week, which other commitments, and me and Paul are not a big fan of VAR. Well, Paul, I can tell you that for a fact. Our friend Paul James, as Liverpool conceded a corner there, good defending by Dominic Szoboszlai. And I was speaking to head of VAR, Howard Webb's father yesterday, Billy Webb, and he agrees with myself and a lot of others that is not VAR that is the issue itself. It's the people that are operating the VAR, and that's why many VAR mistakes are happening in the Premier League, is the people operating it rather than the actual VAR itself. The City will back to this corner from Omar Mamouche as opposed into the penalty area. Gay's in there, can't get an header in on goal, and it's cleared away. As there's Rodri gets it back now to Bernardo Silva. Infield, he goes to O'Reilly, back to Silva again. Rodri, Nunes, Rodri once more. And Kuzinov and now getting back, so the players can get back into the own positions. Here's Nunes to Kuzinov. Those two just swap around at the moment. Now they've swapped back to the normal positions as he finds his centre-back partner, Mark Gay, just Kuzinov there, and Gay can play back to his centre-back partner, Kuzinov. Into Bernardo Silva, back to Kuzinov again. And now there's a good ball into the path there of O'Reilly. I want to ignore it. Infield to Rodri. Bernardo Silva's alongside him if he wants to go there, but he goes on looking for Erling Haaland, headed away by Van Dijk. And then Kirk has headed forward for Gakpo. He can't get the ball over the top looking for Salah. So that chases back to Nuri, but Nuri keeps possession from Manchester City. And City are having a lot of possession at this moment in time. Liverpool have got everybody inside their own half. Even Ekitike and Verts. The ball is kept in play by Nuri there. Szoboszlai clears it away, where a free kick will be given for Manchester City for a foul on Ryan Nuri by Dominic Szoboszlai over on that far side. And that's a clear foul by Dominic Szoboszlai. And a free kick in a good crossing position for Manchester City, just on about the touchline over on that far side. Attacking the goal away to my right hand side. Bernardo Silva standing over this set piece. Can City manage to break through the deadlock? Or break the deadlock, should I say. Here is Pawson's whistle to signal the free kick can be taken. Bernardo Silva delivers the ball in. He's headed away by Cody Gakpo. That was a poor free kick by Bernardo Silva. And Mo Salah can't get it. He says he got the ball, but I think that was nice done by Bernardo Silva on Mo Salah to get the ball. I think that should have been a free kick there to Liverpool. Here is Bernardo Silva. And again, here's Rodri now. Salah back to his feet, touching his chest. Looks he's calling in the chest there, it's Salah. And then he's Semenyo up against McAllister. Antoine Semenyo keeps the ball alive for City into Nunes. Rodri now. Across into Margay inside the centre circle, coming towards the left-hand side of the penalty area. He goes to the left wing for Ryan Nure. Infield to Nico O'Reilly. O'Reilly driving towards the edge of the penalty area, towards the centre. He's back now with Guzanov. Midway inside the Liverpool half of the field. Rodri turns it to Margay. Forward and down the line towards the edge of the penalty area for Ryan Nure. So Bosley is standing him up there. Back to Gay again. As the applause around Anfield goes for Diogo Jota. And he's with Andre Silva, who died in the summer. And the chant of Diogo Jota's chant on the song here at Anfield all last season is being sung by the Liverpool fans around us. But City still in complete control on the field. As Nuri can't keep the ball in play, can he? Yes, he can. He's away from Dominic Szoboszlai, taking the penalty area. Pulls the ball into and back to Marmoush. Marmoush! Just wide in the end. He's deflected behind for the corner. City won that. I'm not sure if he's giving it. Let's have a look at this one around. But what a good bit of play there from Nuri. Pulls it to there too. Back to Marmoush. He turns. Short, deflected wide in the end, does it? Does he get a deflection? Why does he get a deflection here? Yes, he does off Cody Gakpo. Ryan Gravenberch actually, sorry. And it is behind for a corner. Taken quickly to Nunes. Gets it down into the ground, but too easy in the end for Alisson, who sends the ball long enough and looking for Gakpo. But Guzanov is bad there, defending well. Into Nunes, out wide to this right hand side for Bernardo Silva now. City still dominant in possession. Rodri infield and into the centre for Semenyo. Across to O'Reilly, further wide left to Nure. Back on halfway for Gay, who's over halfway now and coming up towards the midway part of the Liverpool half. Liverpool yet to even have a shot at goal. City 6 shots, 2 on target. 2 touches in opposition box from Liverpool, 9 for Manchester City. City 71% possession so far in this game, and you can see it reflected in the actual play of the game and where the game's being played. But it's Szoboszlai trying to change that for Liverpool into Hugo Ekitike. Ekitike chopped down as he yes by Omar Mamouche, a free kick for Liverpool, and this is a good bit of rest by Liverpool may need now to try and take the sting out of the game a little bit and just get control back into the game, or get control in the game for the first time in fact, because City have really been in dominant form since the word go so far in this game. Pep has got his tactics spot on here against Arne Slot. And I must say, this has been a very good game to watch so far and bring to you here on the commentary. Here's Szoboszlai for Liverpool. Can he bring it forward? He can't. He drops it back to Konate though, just on the edge of his own penalty area on the right hand side. Back it goes to Alisson. Takes touch to this left hand side, and Van Dijk will get it back to him. Now they're sort of closing him down this time. And Mushi's on the prowl towards Konate, and City have won the ball back brilliantly there. It's Bernardo Silva towards the penalty. Bernardo Silva, so great. Bernardo Silva. But look, close into this penalty. No one there in the blue shirt. All now to the edge of the penalty for Semenyo. That's when Semenyo's shot is blocked. Deflected behind for a corner. And what a game so far here. This has been absolutely fantastic stuff so far. And Manchester City doing really, really well. Good ball into Orland. He did well to keep the move alive. Semenyo going to the edge of the penalty area. A shot blocked by Kirkes behind for a corner. Orland and City trying to creep into this game, maintain their position in this game, and on top in this game as well. You see Guzanov and Orland in and around the 6-yard box. Orland just behind Alisson there as the corner is taken in towards the near post, whereby Hugo Ekitike back to Bernardo Silva, who set pieces so far have been nothing but poor. There's a good ball in this time, and that's another poor ball in the end, let's say. It looked a good ball in, but too much on it for Bernardo Silva and City. in my opinion, need to put somebody different on those set pieces. Because the ones for Bernardo Silva, he's not working at this moment in time. You can see there Pep Linders, formerly of Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp, now on the Citizens bench. This is Gakpo. Billy Gakpo for Liverpool. Back to Alexis McAllister. McAllister through to Salah. Onside. Inside the penalty. Salah. Shot deflected behind off. Is it? Yes. Corner kick to Liverpool. Liverpool first real involvement in and around the penalty area. First shot at goal as well for Liverpool there. And Mo Salah may have just been offside. But the flag didn't go up. And Liverpool now have a corner. They seem to have some work to do defensively now. Here, Salah going to watch to take it. And if his set pieces can be better than Bernardo Silva's, let's see. Because Bernardo Silva and Manchester City set pieces have been poor so far. Can Salah deliver these set pieces? I mean, delivers it towards the back post. When Dyke's there at the back post, he wins the header, but he keeps the move alive. Like he goes there from Virgil van Dijk. He's telling Kirkis to pull the ball back into the box. Gravenberch may do that. And instead he goes inside to Szoboszlai. Tries to play back to Virgil van Dijk. And he goes, you have for a throw-in. The Liverpool think it's theirs. The referee, Craig Paulson, has given it to Manchester City. And that's what counts, what the referee gives. No other players want to look at this again. So Szoboszlai. And that really should have been a Liverpool throw-in. Just push the boot of Semenyo, and next time Liverpool win a corner. Good play by Gakpo down the left-hand side and put behind by Mateus Nunes for a corner kick to Liverpool. Good play there again by Liverpool down this left-hand side, causing a few problems here today. Can Liverpool get something from this game? And that's not even touching the quadrant from Szoboszlai, just in front of the City fans away to our left-hand side. But Dan makes a run towards the near post. He comes over his head. It's cleared away. Szoboszlai's there again. And there was a pull. It's a piece from Szoboszlai. He's back in. Konate around the back. Punch back in. And then it was penalty area from Salah just over the top of the crossbar. And they'd have to only punched it out to him. Try lifting it back into the penalty area. So you'll go like a TK round the back. But he just goes over the top of the crossbar. But Donnarumma comes and flaps at that one. It would have probably been better staying at home there, Gianluigi Donnarumma. So almost cost his side the lead there. It remains Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0 here in the Premier League. All sense forward has been given away. And the man goes down and the free kick to Liverpool. There was a foul on Dominic Szoboszlai there by Nico O'Reilly. Liverpool have gone with it quickly while Nico O'Reilly was talking to the referee. So I'm surprised the referee let that go on. Here is Alisson. Van Dijk almost laid one underneath his foot there. As Kirkis was a bit further up, he had to adjust his position there, Kirkis, for a moment. Well, Alisson sends it out wide for Szoboszlai to bring it down. It's out of play by Manchester City on that far side by Omar Mamouche. O'Reilly sometimes drifts out wide there as well, try up on that left hand side with Nouri and Mamouche, who is out there. Here is Konate. Back to Szoboszlai. Down line for Gravenberch. Down line towards McAllister. The ball's back forward. As he just keeps it in play. The ball forward from Omar Mamouche. There's a man down. As Nunes is down here off the pitch. There's a man down off the pitch there for City. It look like. Reduces. Now back on his feet. Holland wins it back for Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva Over the play. Can't take on Kirkes though. Back he goes there to Allison. And then forward by Gapper. Can't find Ekatike or Salas. Gay has it inside the centre circle and halfway. Gets the ball forward and back towards halfway. And he's Semenyo now towards the penalty area. And that's cut out by Canate well there. Just as he was about to pick out the run of Nico O'Reilly, who made that run down the left hand side. Penalty area. In between the gap of Gravenberch and Szoboszlai, almost into that gap there. But Canate read the situation well. Came across and stuck out the boot to knock it back to Allison. 30 minutes gone here in the Premier League at Anfield. Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0. As Canate has possession inside the penalty area. Across the floor inverse on this left hand side. Takes a touch and knocks it forward. And that's a wonderful pass for Hugo Ekatike. Ekatike inside the penalty area. Holds up the play. Going one way then the other. Ekatike back in again. His shot is blocked by Gain. He comes back to Ekatike again. And comes off Hugo Ekatike. And behind for a goal kick to Manchester City. Margate did absolutely brilliant there. Keeping that one very, very well. In the end, it's Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0. 31 minutes on the clock here. He's taking a deflection. And behind it goes as the ball is sent forward. And headed away by Liverpool again as they will come forward this time. And Liverpool start turning the screw and get on the front foot towards the end of this first half. McAllister will try and help them do that. Towards Gapper. Kirk is backing towards Gapper. Nunes is there. He's pulled on him. Yes, he has. Going to the referee. Gapper not happy. The Liverpool fans towards the left hand side. Near the instant happening. The fans in the round as well. Also not happy then. Gapper would have been just offside of that. And he managed to get something from there. So City would have got a free kick anyway. Got a free kick just towards the right of the penalty as they attack from left to right in this first half. As Donnarumma sends the ball towards a new who flicks the ball on looking towards Mamouche. The Liverpool win the ball back as Gravenberch gets it to Salah. Now Wirtz, flying Wirtz, can't keep the ball inside Liverpool's possession. But Liverpool got the ball back now, and it's Liverpool instead to keep winning the ball back and forcing Man City back rather than the opposite way around as it was for the opening 30 minutes or for the opening 25 minutes or so. Liverpool just slowly regained momentum back into their favour and the possession back into their favour as well. As that is a poor pass and a poor giveaway by Alisson as he tried to pick out Virgil van Dijk there and just giving possession back to Manchester City so cheaply. And just as I said, Liverpool slowly to get back into it. They're just giving the ball away cheaply there. And if City score from this could punish them really well. As he's Roger down the line now, he makes that run. Good ball into his penalty and mushes over his head. Holland! Shot is saved there by Alisson, and he gathers at the second attempt. Just as the right time he gathered that one. Omar Mamouche was going to be in there. The ball in from Rodri. The blow for Holland. The shot was saved, and then suppose that would have been in the way. Stop him there. The ball over the top of Mohamed Salah. Too much on that as Donnarumma throws it out wide to Nuri, and City will look to come away on that far side, the left. Just over 33.5 minutes gone here. Still 0-0, and you've got to say that City will start off the bright, and Liverpool slowly creeping back into it. With City trying to end the off, as they started, the stronger of the two sides. As Gay has it just inside the centre circle. He sends the ball over the top towards our left hand side for Mamouche. He brings it down, does he? No. Can't bring it down under his spell. And the ball goes behind for a goal kick. And City there. For me so far, just missing that link up play. As we see each other of Ronald Koeman. And just behind him was Thomas Tuchel. The England boss watching on some of his players out there today. Like some Mark Gay for Manchester City and nobody really for Liverpool. So just watching Mark Gay today. He's got Curtis Jones on the bench for Liverpool. City have got Phil Foden on the bench, Rico Lewis as well. Also James Trafford. Here is Alisson to clear the ball away. I wouldn't expect James Trafford to come on for City unless there's an injury to Gianluigi Donnarumma, so we won't be seeing him in action today. City have a throw-in. So there's a free kick to Liverpool, which Szoboszlai will take back to Konate. And that's a good ball for Ekitike, back to Wirtz. Coming the ball forward, the offside flags up against Hugo. Ekitike came back from an offside position, get involved with the game there. Hugo Ekitike, and it remains 0-0 between Liverpool and Manchester City. This is the final game of match week 25 in the Premier League. There are some midweek action in the Premier League, but we won't be able to bring you any of those due to other commitments. We'll tell you what we've got coming up later in our next weekend's offering, which will be from the FA Cup of City with a free kick there. Foul on the side. No, for AC Tim Robinson, the fourth official having a word with Arne Slot. As you can see, Mamouche was fouled there. Quite clearly fouled. He didn't think so. And for me, it was clear as day. Here is Kuzanov, just inside the penalty area, to Gianluigi Donnarumma. Donnarumma almost making a mess of it to the bad there, and with him in possession away, but winning back quickly of Liverpool, and Salah is offside. Come back from another offside position there, Mohamed Salah, and that is a let off there for Gianluigi Donnarumma, because he was poor there in that decision making. It remains 0-0 in the Premier League. If you're just tuning into us right now, and you've got to say that for me it's been a good start to the game as the man's gone down there. Nunes, free kick given for Manchester City as well for a foul on Matheus Nunes. He's just getting the ball back. He's just waiting to take it. He's taking it now to Rodri. Infield to Bernardo Silva, who looks to come forward here. Bernardo Silva does well. Keeps hold of the play. Awadi goes to Nouri. Back to Gertie. Infield it goes there to O'Reilly. Now Rodri back to O'Reilly again, who turns away from Mo Salah. Now Nouri. O'Reilly's on the overlap. Instead he goes infield to Rodri. Rodri will play back to Mark Gee. Every Man City player, ball the goalkeeper inside the Liverpool half of the field. Here's Matheus Nunes. Rodri again. O'Reilly now. How wide it goes there to Nouri. Back he goes to Rodri. Forward again to Bernardo Silva. Mamouche. Back to Silva again. Semenyo. Silva. He gives the ball away. Gakpo can bring it forward. He can't. Semenyo. For City is Mamouche. Towards Orland. Giving the ball away. He's now Florian Wirtz. There was Gakpo to Ekitike. And now Ekitike again loses out. And now City coming forward again. Nunes down the line to Bernardo. Back towards Nunes again. Turns back. Wants to cross in with his left. He doesn't. He keeps the ball for Bernardo. Back he goes to Matheus Nunes. Chip ball over the top for Bernardo again. He can't get there. And Dijk can though. And he puts it behind for a City corner. As we approach the final, as we're into the final 6 minutes of this first half, and it remains Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0. Don't really miss anything. You just joined us. City had a chance early on. Orland, City being pure dominant so far, need to make their possession and chances count. Otherwise, as the game goes on at 0-0, Liverpool will grow in confidence and they can get at least a point or more from this. With City need to score from their dominance so far. As Bernardo Silva's free kick is flicked on by Orland, should I say. He's picked up now by Marmouche. Marmouche just knocks it back to Núñez. Crossfield ball to Bernardo Silva. And Kirk almost nipped in there. But he's done well there, Bernardo Silva, to get away from Milos Kirk. Up against Cody Gakpo now. Infield it goes to Semenyo. Back to Núñez once more. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Bernardo. Brilliant flip from Semenyo to Rodri. Rodri's shot is blocked. Liverpool look to clear, but City running back. All on the edge of the penalty. Gravenberch now wins the ball back for Liverpool. He's going away to Enu. Now Marmouche. Oh, Marmouche! Just over the top of the crossbar. Decent effort from about 25 yards out from Marmouche. His effort couldn't be kept down there in the end. And it remains 0-0 as we approach half time. Into the final 4 minutes of this first half now. And it remains Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0. Here's Konate. It's the Boslines. Liverpool look to build up from the back. Here's Gravenberch again. The play from Gravenberch, he goes down. The referee says a foul. And there's the first yellow card of the game. And he goes away with Omar Mamouche for the foul there on Ryan Gravenberch. I want to see this again because I think, but for me, I think he got the yellow card was correctly given there. And it remains 0-0 between Liverpool and Manchester City. Free kick to Liverpool, which will be taken by Dominic Szoboszlai. Set pieces need to be taken a bit more power and direction onto it rather than just over the ball into the box. There's a Liverpool man gone down inside the penalty. They're wanting the penalty. Salah's gone down. Goal kick has been given. They're wanting VAR to check this, and VAR will probably check this. They're wanting a penalty here. So Bosley into the box. For me, I need to see this. This is a better angle for me to see it on. In the back, of course, by Van Dijk. I don't think there's enough contact on there from Bernardo Silva for me. Not enough contact. This will probably tell us a bit better. There's not enough contact there for that to be given in the VAR. And VAR have checked it and said no foul. No penalty. And we'll get restarted with a goal kick from Manchester City, which will be taken by Gianluigi Donnarumma. The Italians. City. Liverpool fans may think City have got away with one there. As Donnarumma takes the goal kick now. Downfield. Versus the air. Flipped back for by Gravenberch, who flicks it backwards to Orland. He loses out as Orland fouls Virgil van Dijk. And Liverpool have an advantage. There, Van Dijk sat down now. And Craig Pawson is going to check on Virgil van Dijk. He's been helped back up by Antoine Semenyo. High five between Van Dijk and Orland. There was an accidental clash there. Orland we're trying to step over Van Dijk as we were both falling, then just caught him as he went over him, accidentally more than anything. And that's why just a drop ball was given to give Liverpool the ball back as the ball is sent forward. Liverpool have had 3 shots now, none on target. City with 10 shots, 3 on target so far. Also, I think that should be Liverpool's throw-in. He's not happy with that, he's on the slot. Still complaining. Just box out some instructions to his team. And there's a ball forward towards Nico Rally into Orland. We can't keep the ball for Manchester City's. But rather can't get there against Canales. He took him out late as the ball has gone. So the referee may have to revisit that for a foul in the booking. In my opinion, anyway. Ekitike just stumbles and tries to get the ball into the penalty area. He's back for Kirkes. In towards Ekitike again. Behind for a goal kick. And nothing's going to be done about that challenge on Ekitike. On the Canales. We enter 2 minutes of stoppage time. Then in this first half, all took him out. And for me, that could have been a yellow card for Erling Haaland. It was late after the ball had gone. And that's what Van Dijk was just asking there, why weren't that a foul? And it remains 0-0 between Liverpool and Manchester City. As the ball is flicked on there well by Nico O'Reilly. He's winning those battles up in the air inside the half. As I mentioned, we're into 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half. If you didn't hear us. Here's Mateus Nunes. Takes it forward to Bernardo Silva, back to Nunes again. Back to Bernardo again. That's a good knee 1-2. And it's Semenyo. To try and end the first half stronger. It's gone. Picking one out. It's got Birch. Nips in to win the ball back for Liverpool. Ball over the top looking for Ekitike and Salah. Picked off by Ryan Nouri. Van Margate's head. Now, City just keeping possession. O'Reilly was out there to keep possession for the citizens. Here's Margate to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva looked to send this ball forward. Rodri's there now, back into Bernardo. O'Reilly, Rodri. City just keeping possession. Marmouche. A bit of plays on the book, remember Marmouche. And he's just been taken out late. Free kick and not being given. Advantage instead. And Semenyo charges forward. Liverpool wanted a free kick. City wanted a free kick there against Liverpool. Just there. They played advantage instead. Semenyo now charging forward. Infield to Rodri can come forward. Now O'Reilly. He's got Nuri outside and he's found Nuri as the half-time whistle goes. And remains known as Virgil van Dijk and Erling Haaland shake hands as the half-time whistle goes at the end of this first half. And it's 0-0 scoreline in the end. And you've got to say it's been a good game so far, but nothing to write home about in terms of the scoreline yet. It remains 0-0 at the break here at Anfield at half-time. And before we go for our break, let's take a look at the scores from the weekend for you, starting off with the Premier League. Leeds United 3, Nottingham Forest 1 kicked us off this weekend on Friday night. Saturday afternoon, Manchester United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Arsenal 3, Sunderland 0. AFC Bournemouth 1, Aston Villa 1. Burnley 0, West Ham United 2. And 20 Burnley fans listening, I can tell you that Scott Parker is still in charge and expected to be in charge of this midweek's upcoming match for the Clarets. Fulham 1, Everton 2. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Chelsea 3. Newcastle United 2, Brentford 3. On Sunday afternoon, he finished Brighton of Albion 0, Crystal Palace 1, and the live TCHub match is Liverpool 0, Man City 0 at half time. Into the Championship. Charlton Athletic 0, QPR 0 on Friday night. Derby County 1, Ipswich Town 2. These are Saturday matches now. Norwich City 2, Blackburn Rovers 0. Southampton 1, Watford 0. Birmingham City 2, Leicester City 1. Coventry City 0, Oxford United 0. Hull City 2, Bristol City 3. Preston North End 1, Portsmouth 0. West Bromwich Albion 0, Stoke City 0. Wrexham 0, Millwall 2. And this afternoon's game finished Swan City 4, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Monday Night Football comes from the Championship. 1 minute past 8 kick-off for Sheffield United against Middlesbrough as part of the Every Minute Matters campaign. in the Football League. Let's take a look at the EFL League One. On Saturday afternoon, Luton Town 2, Bradford City 1, Port Vale 2, Burton Albion 2, AFC Wimbledon 3, Reading 2, Bolton Wanderers 3, Barnsley 2, Huddersfield Town 2, Blackpool 2, Mansfield Town 0, Exeter City 0, Northampton Town 3, Stevenage 1, Peterborough United 6, Wigan Athletic 1. Wigan Athletic sacked Ryan Lowe, their head coach, last night. Plymouth Argyle 1, Lincoln City 4, Rotherham United 0, Cardiff City 3, Stockport County 0, Leyton Orient 0, Wycombe Wanderers 4, Doncaster Rovers 0. Interleague 2. Thursday evening, Accrington Stanley 1, Salford City 0. Saturday afternoon, Crawley Town 0, Crewe Alexandra 1, Swindon Town 3, Oldham Athletic 0, Bristol Rovers 2, Chesterfield 3, Cheltenham Town 2, Milton Keynes Dons 3, Colchester United 2, Shrewsbury Town 0, Fleetwood Town 1, Bromley 2, Gillingham 2, Tranmere Rovers 1, Harrogate Town 2, Cambridge United 1, Newport County 0, Grimsby Town 0, Notts County 2, Barrow 1, Walsall 1, Barnet 3. There's the end of the results. Before we go for our break at half time, let's just tell you what we've got coming up next on the channel. And our next match is coming from the FA Cup 4th round next Sunday afternoon at 4:30 is Arsenal against Wigan Athletic in the FA Cup 4th round in our next live offering there. So back to the here and now at half time in the Premier League. It is Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0. As you can see there, the statistics on your screen as well. Where we stand at half time is Liverpool 0, Man City 0. Join us again shortly for the start of the second half coverage here on the Commentary Hub. Welcome back to the second half coverage between Liverpool and Manchester City, and at half time it is 0-0 between the two sides in the Premier League. Mike Hodderman has been on and with some information for us as well, which is thanks for you with that Mike with regard to Stevenage, which we'll get to in a second. But first of all, it says he thought it was a penalty for the foul on Salah personally. It says anywhere else on the pitch it's a foul. Mike, for me, I would pull that down to I've seen them given. Like you, I think anywhere else on the pitch it would be given as a foul. Now on to Alex Ravel of Stevenage and says real pressure is mounting on Alex Ravel as Stevenage with them only winning 3 of their last 19 games. Next 3 games are at home, so need a big reaction. 6 out of 8 of their next 8 are brought all the way in total, also known as the Lamex Stadium there. And he also says players were in for talk. We're clearly air talks and training today at Stevenage. Paul, I'm in the mind of you as well. There's not enough contact, but I've seen them given. I think if it's anywhere else on the pitch, Paul, as well, I think that would have probably been given as well. That's for me why I'm saying I think it should have been. That's why I think another referee may have given it, in my opinion, but I think that should have been given. Yeah, you have to order the penalty. Because for me, anywhere else on the pitch, if that were just outside the penalty area, I think that gets given as a free kick. So for me, I think that should be a penalty. I thought that should have been a penalty. I did say during the commentary, I went enough contact, but I have seen them given, and I stand by that. I've seen them given, but for me, that should have been a penalty there, in my opinion. If people don't think it's a penalty, then that's fine. But for me, that should have been a penalty there. For me, the way incident on the other one where Konate grabbed hold of Omar Mamouche outside the penalty area, and it was not. And he was like good, just was going inside the penalty area and was not given. Both teams have 5 subs. Many said no subs are being made by Liverpool as they're coming back out first here for the start of the second half. City yet to emerge. I'm just looking at the Liverpool side out there right now. They've made no changes to the side of the start of the second half. So on the bench so Liverpool City made their way back out now. I'll let you know about City in a moment. I can't see any City changes as it stands either right now. So for Liverpool, they've got Alisson, Szoboszlai, Konate, Van Dijk and Kirkes, Gravenberch, McAllister, Salah, Wirtz, Gakpo, Ekitike. For City, it's Donnarumma, Nunes, Kuznetsov, Gueye, Nouri, Rodri, Bernardo Silva in the middle with O'Reilly and Marmouche on the left, Semenyo on the right in the midfield behind Erling Haaland. It will be Liverpool to get us off and underway in the second half. We'll move through the 2 benches again in just a moment or two as Liverpool get ready to kick us back off any second. Now we're back underway from Anfield. It's going to be Gakpo and McAllister to kick us off at any second. Now the referee Craig Paulson just looking at his watch. There's Gravenberch and McAllister actually. He's back underway now. He's back now with Ibrahima Konate from Gravenberch, who sends the ball long downfield looking for Hugo Ekitike there, just watching that one go over his head and behind for an early goal kick. 11 seconds into the second half for Manchester City. The benches then for Liverpool is Ahmedashvili, Woodman, the 2 goalkeepers, Robertson, Ramsey, Endo, Jones, Nione, Chiesa and Gamora. So no out-and-out striker on the Liverpool bench today. For Manchester City is Trafford, Diaz, Ake, Elaine, Lewis, Reinders, Cherky, Nico Gonzalez and Foden. No out-and-out striker on the bench for City either. Here comes Gakpo for Liverpool. Early stage of the second half. We've got Salah shot is blocked, cleared away by Manchester City in the end by Rene Nouri. Liverpool shot on the front foot and better from Liverpool in the second half. Gakpo works his way towards the edge of the penalties. Semenyo's there to win the ball back for City. Antoine Semenyo sends the ball forward looking for the win of Omar Mamouche. in the end by Dominic Szoboszlai, who gets back here well, clears it away and just almost ran into the back of Omar Mamouche after he cleared it away. But City trying to come forward now, getting with the ball to Orland. Orland's foul from behind. It's going to be a yellow card, is it? Yes, a yellow card here for the challenge on behind on Orland from Virgil van Dijk. And he said, how is that possible? Virgil van Dijk is not happy with this one. And he is being given a yellow card there and a foul against him and a free kick to City earlier in the second half there for a foul by Virgil van Dijk on Erling Haaland. No, it's Matt, thank you for that. Says Stephen is described as no longer called the Lamex anymore, incidentally, as they were not sponsored by Lamex Foods anymore. It's just brought all the way now. Thank you very much for that, Mike. Really do appreciate that one there. Just in case I do ever decide to cover a Stevenage game, I'll fixate that in my brain. We'll focus back on this game here now. It's have a free kick, which Ronaldo still stands over. Will he deliver this ball into the penalty area? Will he go wide to O'Reilly to favour wide to Enu to cross in? O'Reilly's moved in, so it looks like he may cross it in. He has crossed it in. Headed away by Gravenberch. Liverpool can't keep possession though, but they've got it back after O'Reilly's ball back out wide. Long ball for looking for Mo Salah to chase after. Ronaldo Silva's there to defend. O'Reilly flicks it away. Only as far as McAllister in midfield for Liverpool. Now here is Kanate. Out wide to Szoboszlai, who's playing in that right back spot and he's done well so far tonight. All this afternoon, all this morning, depending where you tune in from today as we watch this game unfold. Here today is Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0, 48 minutes on the clock. Here. Interested to see which way this game goes today. Still goalless if you're just tuning into us this afternoon. Russ Vernon guiding you through the action, bringing you up to date with this game between Liverpool and Manchester City, and Liverpool win themselves a throw in here. Do they? As we just look at this again from Omar Mamouche, I think had he gone down there, he may have got a free kick for an high boot by Alisson on Mamouche, which would have put the Liverpool goalkeeper under a bit of pressure. Here is Kirkes for Liverpool. Good ball down the line, but picked off brilliantly by Mateus Nunes. Nunes goes back here now to Rodri. Cross now to Gertie. He will look to come forward up towards halfway. Almost towards the left inside of the City half, but he gives the ball straight to Ryan Gravenberch and Liverpool can charge forward. Gravenberch is pulled back there. The referee says no, play will continue. Mamouche there, but the free kick is now being given for a pull on Gravenberch, according to the referee. Very late whistle there. You see there the pull back of the arm by Nico O'Reilly, but it was waved away initially, but he came forward. Well, then Liverpool eventually did get a free kick. I think the official may have communicated it to the referee there. So the free kick was poor, and Liverpool win a throw-in. Craig Pawson trying to sort out his earpiece to link him directly to Stockley Pod because it fell out of his ear. Here is Alisson to Gravenberch. Now Szoboszlai. Moves in field, Dominic Szoboszlai to McAllister. Good ball out wide to Milos Kirkes. Brings it down well to the chest. Kirkes charges forward for Liverpool. Down the line is Gakpo. Is he offside? And the flag goes up. And he is offside then. Cody Gakpo, the Dutchman. And it remains 0-0 between the two sides here, between Liverpool and Manchester City. And he's cleared away. Will Liverpool win the ball? Here is McAllister. Now Gravenberch from Florian Wirtz. Now Dominic Szoboszlai. Gravenberch against Szoboszlai once more. Back he goes now to Canate. Across to Van Dijk, who needs to be careful now. He's on that booking. One booking apiece in this game. If you're only just joining us, thank you very much for doing so, as we keep you bang up today with this game today. The ball down the line here is Mohamed Salah. Good bit of play into Florian Wirtz. Wirtz low ball in, it's cleared away. Only as far as Salah. Edge of the penalty area. So Bosley lines up a strike. Straight down the throat and too easy for Gianluigi Donnarumma to save, as it remains 0-0. You see there from Bosley again from just outside the penalty areas. He clears it long down through the Donnarumma. And there's Van Dijk to head clear. And now here's Mo Salah. Salah to Wirtz. Just behind him. But Wirtz still gets there. Florian Wirtz. Gappo. Ekitike! Just wide. Hugo Ekitike just killing effort wide from just inside the penalty area. On the left hand side. And that's so unlucky. Salah does really well up against their Noura. Florian Wirtz, who almost lost it. And he won it back from Rodri. Hugo Gappo. First time I went to Ekitike. Just inside the penalty on the left hand side. And he failed to keep his effort down. Get an effort down. And that was almost 1-0 to Liverpool, who started brighter than Manchester City in the second half. Here's Gravenberch. Now Milos Kerkez. City having to get everybody back inside their own half to defend this attack. Crossed in. To the round ball, nothing given. Comes across to Szoboszlai. Back into the penalty. Cleared away. Van Dijk for Canate. Remember Canate out into the penalty area. Over the top now for Kerkez on that far side. Got a Gappo. McAllister. Back he goes to Canate once more. Through the gap to Wirtz. Now Szoboszlai takes a touch. Wirtz once more. Florian Wirtz. Back he goes to Szoboszlai. Good ball into Gravenberch. Now Salah. Inside the penalty towards the right hand side. Back to Wirtz now. Inside the penalty once more. Low crossing, cleared away towards Ekitike. Liverpool keep possession going. Szoboszlai for Canate. Now into Florian Wirtz. Wirtz into the penalty, crossing. Ekitike around the back. He doesn't get there. Punch cleared by Donnarumma. Liverpool fighting back in to get the ball back. Kerkez on the left hand side. Takes on his man, but the offside flag is up. There in the... I don't know how this can be offside. Yeah, I need to look at this again. Where's the offside offence here? Is he from here? He's onside there. Hugo Ekitike. So if you give him offside there, that is a joke. Because he's onside. To my naked eye, that was looked onside there from Hugo Ekitike when he punched it, cleared Gianluigi Donnarumma. And now he brings Canate to bring this ball forward, really. No. I'll play for a throw-in to Liverpool. And his roles reversed from what happened in the first half, with Liverpool on the front foot compared to Manchester City. What a game we have witnessed today. Still goalless though. I'm enjoying it. Hopefully we can see a goal or two in this game. O'Reilly will try and help that cause. He's giving the ball away, but he knew he's won the ball back. It was a penalty. No, Silva's there. Drop of Semenyo, saved in the end. Right, Alisson who sends the ball downfield quickly. Looking for Gappo, his entry stuff now. Salah. Ekitike, he's got Wirtz on the right. Salah on the left. He goes left to Salah. Ball back in. Ekitike! And it's just wide, and that really should have been 1-0 to Liverpool. Moments after should have been, moments before really should have been 1-0 to Manchester City. This is really good end-to-end stuff now. Just look at this down one end. He knew it. Marmouche. Semenyo there was Marmouche rather than Bernardo Silva. What a kick this is from Alisson. Heading away brilliantly to Salah. Race through Hugo Ekitike. Could have gone to Florian Wirtz. Instead he goes to Salah. Makes a run back in. And his header just the wrong side of the post, sending it back where it comes from. And that's a good bit of play. Good bowling from Salah as well. But that really should be to the target there, Hugo Ekitike. And that really should be 1-0 Liverpool. How have they not scored there? It's beyond me. But City starting to grow back into this game now. Having a few chances of their own. Gay heads it clear. So Bosley wins it back for Liverpool. Verts gets it forward. Challenged by Rodri. Free kick Liverpool. For a challenge on Florian Wirtz. Here's McAllister. Out wide to Milos Kerkez. Liverpool moving forward towards the penalty. Capo over the top of the crossbar. He's wanted it to be a corner. Offside flag is up, so we might have countered. As Kuzanov is down inside the penalty area. Head injury, and he's not moving. He's moving his feet now. Well, listen, the Cuddy Gapper really should be scoring here for Liverpool. He comes across to check on the City defender. Kuzanov. He would have been offside anyway. And as he's shot, he's put his foot back down and just hits him on top of the head there. Accidental from Gully Gapper. Good for him to check on the welfare of the City defender Abdul Bikader Kusanov. Lukakatike taking some fluids on board. I've no idea, Paul, how Hugo Ekitike missed that header. I've got no idea, as I'm just seeing it again. And that really should have been 1-0. He does everything right, edges it back across goal. But the ball just bounces the wrong side of the post. That really should have been 1-0 to Liverpool. Craig Pawson, while the incident's happening, he's just getting his new microphone fitted again. Kuzanov is now back on his feet and will have to leave the field here. He's just being checked by some of his City teammates. Or we'll wait for Craig Pawson to come back on. We're just looking at this again. In fact, he headbutts Donnaruma's knee and then Gappo falls on him. Good to see him up and about and walking consciously for Kuzanov. We headbutted the knee there, but City are going to make changes here. It's going to be a double change for Manchester City coming up. Yes, Kuzanov was knocked out, Cole Paul. Looks like he may be one of them coming off. Ruben Diaz looks like he's going to come on for Liverpool. For Manchester City, should I say, against Liverpool. Along with Ryan Cherky. As Kuzanov is coming off. It looks like Kuzanov will be the one to be replaced by Ruben Diaz, it looks like. And he's going to be the one there. Just wait to see who Ryan Cherky is going to replace. But Kuzanov is making his way to go down the tunnel with the City medical team for further checks. Maybe send off to the hospital. But Ruben Diaz will be player number 1 to come on here. And McAllister said he had to go and check with Greg Pawson says he had to go and get a new microphone fitted. Ruben Diaz will pardon Mark Gay now. And this is a concussion substitute for Manchester City. And also coming off is Omar Mamouche, be replaced by Ryan Cherky. And Mamouche hugs his manager, Guardiola there. That's confirmation of the second change. In the end, as now we're back underway in this game, we'll have a bit of stoppage time at the end of it. Not only because of the injury to Kuzanov, but the referee changing his microphone setup. or his communication set up, as Gravenberch is down, fouled by Erling Haaland on Ryan Gravenberch. Well, this has been a good match so far, as we see here. He gets away. There's Semenyo fouled Gravenberch. I apologise to Erling Haaland. In fact, he wasn't Semenyo either, it was Rodri who fouled him. It took me 3 looks to have a look who fouled him. First I thought it was Haaland, and he would look like it was Semenyo, but in fact, he was the City man based in the defensive midfield role. Rodri, who has done well in there today for City, breaking up the play and getting them moving forward. And now, different setup for Manchester City. Cherki's gone out wide on the right hand side. O'Reilly moves out to the left with Semenyo and Bernardo playing just behind Erling Haaland now in this game. It remains Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0 in the Premier League if you're just tuning into us this afternoon. Ball is sent forward and away. There's the header by Mark Gay into the path of Nuri. Down the line he goes to Nico O'Reilly. Further forward is Antoine Semenyo. And Antoine Semenyo's in here. Semenyo! Just went out of room, but the offside flag had been got up against him. Well, that good bit of play again from Manchester City, almost catching Liverpool out. Salah loses out back against Gay. But Ian Nuri charges forward up against Florian Wirtz, away from Wirtz. Away from Szoboszlai as well. But Wirtz gets back at him. But just does well to keep away from him. And keeping the ball for Manchester City is Rodri. Across now to Ruben Diaz, on in place of the injured Cousinov. Wonderful bit of play now. Ruben Diaz! Oh! Just wide. I thought that was in there from Ruben Diaz. Just wide from Ruben Diaz. No one closed him down. And it opened up for him. And he just unleashed it and just went wide. Always curling wide in the end. But Ruben Diaz, so close to giving Manchester City the lead. Here it's now still 0-0 if you just joined the 63 minutes on the clock. Here's Ryan Gravenberch to keep hold of possession. Good ball back there to Dominic Szoboszlai. And now here is Alisson. Good touch from Alisson into the path of Konate. Now Gravenberch again. Good bit of play from Gravenberch into Cody Gakpo. Gakpo. Ball through towards Ekitike. Back to Wirtz! Deflected left by Marquez. So close there for Liverpool. City going closer, winning with Diaz. Down the other end is Liverpool no close from Florian Wirtz with Marquez. Brilliant defending to deny the German to opening this scoring in this game. And Arne Slot is thinking, what is my team going to have to do to score today? Brilliant defensive work from Marquez again. Salah corner into the penalty area. Van Dijk's up at the back post. He's headed behind for yet another corner kick to Liverpool by Ruben Diaz this time. Ruben Diaz having a word with Craig Pawson there. As the man who's going to cross to take it for Liverpool on that far side is Dominic Szoboszlai. You just see what happens is Virgil van Dijk watching Ruben. He's been watched by Ruben Diaz. Ekitike just a couple of yards away from the penalty spot. McAllister trying to go from Bernardo Silva's in towards Ekitike at the near post. Clear on as far as Kirkes. Back he goes now. Once more for Gravenberch this time. Down the line is Salah. Salah drives the ball into the penalty area. Gaze lets it clear for O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly goes down. Liverpool possession back, but it's Virgil van Dijk who's fouled him, and he's got to be careful. On my booking, remember Virgil van Dijk. And it remains 0-0 between Liverpool and Manchester City. And as it stands, Arsenal will be 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League from Manchester City, 9 clear of Aston Villa. Here is cross from Szoboszlai for Gakpo. Good control by Cody Gakpo. Brilliantly down well. Here's Virgil van Dijk on that book you may remember. Canate gets it forward for Salah. Szoboszlai. McAllister goes down under the challenge of Semenyo. Free kick to Liverpool. Liverpool will send up the big men in terms of Canate and Van Dijk from the back. Kirkes will probably hang back in case of a quick counter-attack with Szoboszlai taking this free kick. And that is what is happening here. Be interested to see if Liverpool were to get the first goal. What would happen to Manchester City? Would they collapse? Szoboszlai, ball into the penalty. Ekitike Flintstone breaks for Gakpo. Previous round ball by Manchester City, not given. Ravenberch fires over the top of the crossbar. And it remains 0-0. 60 minutes on the clock, and Manchester City going close there to going behind. With effort from Ryan Gravenberch from the edge of the penalty area, who was always rising. And it remains Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0. City will be hoping to do what their under-21 side didn't get a victory. The under-21s beat Leeds United by 3-0 last night. It's brought down some penalty. Would he have got to that? The referee says free kick outside of the penalty area to Liverpool. Liverpool said it's inside the box. Mark Gate's been called across there and gets the yellow card from Mark Gate. Liverpool says it's inside the penalty area. The referee says it's outside, and the referee's got that spot on. Looking at that replay there. Let's look at this replay. Yes, it's just outside for me. Can't really tell that one, but this one says onside, and he's just outside of the penalty area. Right outside. This is spot on. Liverpool wanted a penalty, and only a free kick has been given. And I think this is spot on by referee Craig Pawson. VAR will check it, of course. VAR are checking it still, I believe. Professional VAR still checking. No, they've come to conclusion and they've said it's outside the penalty area and only a free kick given. Confirmation of the 5th yellow card of the season for Mark Gay as well. Salah sending over this Gakpo. Szoboszlai as well. Will we see a breakthrough in this game? Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0. If you're just tuning into us here on the commentary hub, Russ Vernon guiding through the action today. Around about 20 minutes left to play in this big Premier League encounter. Will we have a goal to talk you through? Szoboszlai will leave this for Mohamed Salah. Will Salah cross it or will Salah go for goal here? Because Salah can bend him, come into this top corner, this near corner here. He puts it in with too high on that cross. Away to my right hand side, and I'm still looking, and it's still rising. Away to my right hand side there. And that free kick from Mohamed Salah. Pep Guardiola not happy with that decision. Having a word with Pep Blinders there. Rather than doing it in the full officials' ear roll and getting a yellow card. Van Dijk heads it forward. Diaz is there. Back he goes to his goalkeeper, Donnarumma. Diaz once more. He will send this ball long downfield Orland can't get that. Can Semenyo get after it? He can't. There's been a foul that's been given here against Erling Haaland for a push on Virgil van Dijk. I don't know how that was given as a foul because I didn't see a push there. He missed the ball's right. There's a O'Reilly for a throw into Liverpool. And barking out some instructions is Pep Guardiola. Now here they come, Manchester City with possession, trying to force Liverpool into a mistake at the back. As they've got, should I say, Liverpool with Alisson. Been a good game this one, and he sends it long downfield. There's a chest there of Cody Gakpo. And Gakpo's coming forward with building around ball with the advantage. Liverpool still have possession. He's now Gravenberch. Plays it to Szoboszlai. Out wide for Salah. Salah delivers a cross in. Punch clear by Donnarumma. Headed for by Gravenberch. He goes down. No free kick given, is it? There's a free kick given. City not happy with this one. Another saying, who fouled him there? Let's have a look at this one again. Salah puts it in. Brilliant punch clear by Donnarumma. Then he comes out into the edge of the penalty area. And I'm not sure who fouled him. But City have got a free kick to defend again. And it will be Dominic Szoboszlai who will take it this time for Liverpool. And to wait for the whistle to be blown by Craig Pawson before the set piece can be taken. It will be a free kick to Liverpool, run about 25 yards or so out. Dead central. Szoboszlai! Oh my word, that is fantastic! Dominic Szoboszlai has given Liverpool the lead. A sublime goal from Dominic Szoboszlai, and the Hungarian has slashed over the free kick. And Liverpool lead here at Anfield. My word, check out Dominic Szoboszlai. What a hit, son. What a hit. 84 minutes on the clock. And Dominic Szoboszlai with a fantastic free kick in off the post. And my oh my, I didn't say if we'll get a goal today. And what a free kick that is. Dominic Szoboszlai, 25 yard out, central of goal, in off the cross, in off the left hand post as you're looking at the game. Of Donnarumma's net, Donnarumma's left hand post, Liverpool's right as they attack. And you just see what that means to one bench compared to the other. And that could be a huge goal in the title race as well. It is Liverpool who lead by a goal to nil. Thanks to the goal coming from Dominic Szoboszlai, the man who's playing a right back. And he just sends Liverpool fans into raptures, and probably 1,000 of Arsenal fans into raptures as well. That was a sublime free kick from Dominic Szoboszlai. And Liverpool have defended really well today. Yes, City piled on pressure in the first half, but Liverpool was stood resolutely. There was City now have to try and get something of their own, bit of magic of their own to get back into this game. Here they come as Liverpool concede a throw-in. What a game this has been. What a game this has been. If you're just joining us, Dominic Szoboszlai with the goal. As he's pushed over there is Semenyo. And it remains Liverpool 1, Manchester City 0. If you're just joining us, and we're just looking at this free kick again. Fantastic. And just what makes this better is you see just behind the wall, or just next to the wall, just behind it, you can see Gakpo and McAllister stand there. They both split, and the free kick from Szoboszlai goes between them, where they've split, and into that back of the net, in off of the post. That's just a blind free kick, and every time I've done a game, more often than not, I've never had a 0-0. And I'm not going to get a 0-0 today after that fantastic goal from Dominic Szoboszlai. That is fantastic. It is, Mike. Absolutely fantastic hit from Dominic Szoboszlai. Wow. What a game. And yes, Paul, he was rooted to the spot, Gianluigi Donnarumma. Here comes Liverpool again. Salah for the goal scorer Szoboszlai. That flick to TK. Back now to Gravenberch. Gravenberch just keeping possession for Liverpool. That's what they want to do. Here comes Liverpool once more. Florian Wirtz from the left, crossing from the left-hand side to Gravenberch on the edge. McAllister flicks it back. Szoboszlai again. Through to Florian Wirtz. Wirtz trying to get into the corner. First round ball by the Liverpool fans rather than the players. Nothing given. And there's an handball, there's it. But the free kick has been given to City for a foul by Mo Salah. No, Szoboszlai. We just see this free kick. As you can see there, one free kick. Gakpo and McAllister stood side by side. Gakpo's moving out of the way by Ruben Diaz, and he just goes through that gap, in off that post. And Liverpool, till just look at it again. Superb hit from Dominic Szoboszlai. And as Paul said, Donnarumma was just rooted to his spot and didn't know what to do. For me as well, Paul, it's up there, especially this season anyway. And for me, Paul, I know it's got a blaming free kick against Arsenal in this season, did Dominic Szoboszlai to beat Arsenal here at Anfield. But for me, that one beats that free kick. Don't know what you think. Don't know which free kick you think is better. The one he scored today or the one he scored against Arsenal. For me, it's this one today, which is the better of the two in my personal opinion anyway. I'm interested to hear yours and our listeners' thoughts. Which free kick was better? This one here today, as you see today, here, Gakpo just moved out of the way by Diaz and just put it into that gap, into the back of the net. Or was it the free kick against Arsenal earlier on in the season? Do let us know your thoughts. Get it in down below, and if you're listening back to this, get it in the comment section below. Which free kick is better? This one today, or the one against Arsenal earlier in the season? Peter Schmeichel's there, watching on. His son Casper plays up in Scotland now with Celtic, who yesterday completed the signing of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain till the end of the season after leaving Turkish side Besiktas. There, and Paul says it's this one today from Szoboszlai is the best free kick out of the two, and I would have to agree with that one, Paul. I didn't want to say which one mine was until you'd actually answered. Well, listeners, which one do you think? Let us know. There's no right or wrong answer. I respect each and everyone's opinion, as here's Ryan Cherky trying to get the Manchester back on level terms. With his breaks for Kirkers to clear. Liverpool is up towards Mo Salah. Again, here comes Liverpool once more. Florian Wirtz just keeps hold of possession. Back to the goal scorer, Dominic Szoboszlai. Back he goes to Alisson. Cleared away, long downfield. Here is Ryan Gravenberch. Good ball forward again from Szoboszlai. It's cleared away by Manchester City. Mark getting into the path of Nouri. Now here's Semenyo. Good play from Semenyo. And now Gay into Bernardo Silva. City look to come forward, try and get back on level terms. Van Dijk has it clear to Ekitike. And Ekitike pushed out of play and then kicks into the crowd. And for me, that could have been a potential booking for delaying the restart back for Hugo Ekitike there. The referee, Craig Post, not giving him one. And City have had one shot in the second half on target, 2 shots in total. Liverpool, 8 shots in total, 2 on target, 16 touches in opposition box for Liverpool, just 2 for Manchester City. And that tells the entirety of the story in this second half. 81 minutes played here. It is still Liverpool 1, Manchester City 0, thanks to that sublime free kick there from Dominic Szoboszlai in the end. Now here is Mark Guehi coming forward with possession. Good movement here. He can keep the ball to Manchester City with Bernardo Silva. Good ball for Semenyo. Can't pick out O'Reilly. Gravenberch is there. City have only made one change. Liverpool yet to make any changes. If you're just joining us, City's change. So Cherki come on for Omar Mamouche. Well, two changes for City actually, because Kuznava's gone off as well for Ruben Diaz. As well, well, that was a concussion sub, so one natural substitution for Man City. And Liverpool yet to make a sub, and they don't need to. Why would you make a sub when you're playing well like this? Because I can't tell you who could go off and who could come on, because every single Liverpool player out there today has been fantastic to a man. Here is Ekitike. Gets the ball to Salah. Salah gets it out wide to Florian Wirtz. Wirtz keeps the ball in. He's coming forward. Wirtz gets the ball towards Salah. They exit clear. Diaz loses out. Rodgers by there to defend. Game penalty on the right hand side of the penalty area for Manchester City playing out from the back on the right hand side. Here's Nunes. Gets it forward to Erling Haaland charging forward. Gets it out wide to Antoine Semenyo, who's forcing further wide than he would have expected or wanted him to go. He drops it back to Enu to make sure City keep possession. Midway inside Liverpool off. Rodri gives the ball away but gets it back from Florian Wirtz. He's neat 1-2 between the two on the opposite sides. Now ball out wide to Enu. When Enu charges towards the penalty area, Enu forces it into Rodri. Rodri across there to Diaz. Diaz will look to come forward now into the path there of Rodri. Here's Gay. Gay with the ball towards the penalty area. Van Dijk heads it clear. Brings down on his chest. It's up. Is Mateus Nunes. Nunes into the path of Rodri. Cherki. Cherki crossed in, is deflected. All in flicks on. Bernardo Silva is 1-1. Bernardo Silva's level for Manchester City. And that's a fantastic goal for Manchester City. And Man City are level. Wonderful bit of play. Just look at this ball and deflected. Haaland flicks on and he's just onside. Maybe just be offside actually. Ball will check this. That's a fantastic goal from Bernardo Silva. Take nothing away from it. But it may just be offside. Ball will check it. Now they always check every single goal. Good finish in there for Bernardo Silva. And Liverpool's lead has been wiped out. It's 1-1. And says VAR will probably check it. As always, waiting for the game to get back underway. VAR will soon checking it right now. Curtis Jones comes on for Liverpool. Game is underway. Nothing is not being disallowed. The goal will stand for Manchester City. No offside. As I've just sent Paul my player of the match today, which will be announced shortly. Here is Mark Gay from Manchester City. Good bit of movement here as City will look to come forward to try and get a winner. Rodri. Out wide to Nunes. Now Bernardo Silva. Score of the City equaliser. Infield to Cherki. Now Rodri. Good ball given away by Rodri though as he tried to pick out O'Reilly. City almost winning the ball back. With breaks for Liverpool. Here's Curtis Jones. There, just trying to see who come off for Curtis Jones. The ball is just flicked on. I think he's Ryan Gravenberch who's going off for Curtis Jones. It looks like to me. The Gravenberch is still there. McAllister it is, who's gone off for Curtis Jones. Or is it Gappo? It's actually Gappo who's gone off. There's McAllister. Cheers, Paul. He did look like, I was just trying to work it out because the just happened as the goal celebration was happening, and I didn't notice who it was who had gone off. Thank you for confirming that one to us, Paul. Cody Gappo, he was who's being replaced by Curtis Jones in the end for Liverpool. I'm surprised by that because he has been a bright spot for Liverpool today, along with a lot of players out there. Can City somehow turn this game around? Liverpool, all they want to throw it, is being given the way of Manchester City. Here is Ryan Enoure, who gets this ball forward. Is there a foul on Semenyo? The referee says no. There'll be Arsenal's lead at the top now will be down to 8 points rather than stay at 9. It could be cut down to 6 if City were to get a winner. Konate nips in. Good bit of play here. Diaz drops the ball back here now to Donnarumma. Donnarumma sends this ball long downfield. And where is Virgil van Dijk? Good bit of play there. So they look to come forward. Free kick goes away with Manchester City. Foul by Milos Kerkez. What a game this has been so far. Liverpool 1, Man City 1 in the Premier League. Good to have your company. Here is Virgil van Dijk. Into Konate. Good ball forward for Curtis Jones. Gravenberch. Good ball now into the path there of Szoboszlai. Good ball into the penalty. Salah! Headed wide. Mohamed Salah with the header just wide there. In the end. And it remains 1-1 between Liverpool and Manchester City in the. We'll bring you the play of the match very, very shortly here on the commentary hub. What a game this has been so far. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1. Here's Enoure, who will look to come forward for Manchester City. Sends it long, looking for Orland, who can't get there. There's the header from Nico O'Reilly. Man City win the ball with Nunes. Now it's Cherky. Good ball over the top. And he's almost picked out Semenyo. And he has picked out Semenyo. Ball into the penalty, looking for Bernardo Silva. Up against Alisson. He's trying to stop him from getting the ball away quickly. And he could be booked if he's not careful. But that's a poor kick from Alisson. When the pressure he was from Bernardo Silva. I think that's probably why it wasn't a cleaner kick that he would have wanted. City charging forward. 20 seconds to go till we're into stoppage time at the end of this half. And this game. What a game it's been. 1-1. Is the scoreline. If you're just joining us, you can see the goal scorers on the screen. It was a Bozlai free kick who scored first before Silva equalised. 1-1 is the scoreline between the two sides. Nunes, as we're into 7 additional minutes at the end of this game. Nunes is there! Plus, he just went and he wanted a penalty, Manchester City. City wanted a penalty, and the referee has said. The referee said the court. What's the referee giving here? Liverpool players are surrounding him. City wanted a penalty here. And I want to see what the referee's giving here. Let's have a look from this angle. He knocks it past him and he takes him out. It's Alisson. Has a penalty been given? Yes, I think a penalty has been given. I think a penalty's been given here to Manchester City. Just trying to work it out here. We'll give you the player match shortly. VAR will be checking this. Great Post says, for me, it's a penalty. The referee on the field is given a penalty kick here for a foul by Alisson on Mateus Nunes. We'll just wait here to see whether this penalty will be given before, and then if it is, we'll let it be taken and played out before we give you the player of the match this evening. VAR check for the possible penalty. Still ongoing. And the VAR have given the penalty. Penalty stands. What a moment this could be for Manchester City. And Erling Haaland. No score for quite a while. Erling Haaland now has a chance. Away to my left-hand side. To put Manchester City in front. Will Erling Haaland score here for Manchester City? He has scored 3 of his last 5 penalties. The other 2 he's missed. The Liverpool fans to the right of the goal as we look, but to the left of the goal as you look at the screen, trying to press the look at the screen, but Haaland doesn't put it off. He slots it into the bottom corner, and City turn this game on its head and turn this game around. Erling Haaland takes off his shirt to celebrate. He'll be buffed for that for the City fans. Oh, jubilant. City have turned this around. It's Liverpool 1, Man City 2. 93 minutes on the clock. And the point total for Arsenal at the top of the league will be down to just 6 points now. If City hold on to this, there's the confirmation of the yellow card for Erling Haaland for Manchester City for taking off his shirt in celebration. And he said Alisson went the right way, but he's too much in the corner there, and that was a perfect penalty, the perfect way to do it. And City, from the jaws of defeat a few moments ago, have turned it around. From heartbreak to jubilation. Manchester City leading here by 2 goals to 1. And there is his dad in the crowd, Arthur Inger. And Haaland does his classic celebration with Manchester City from 1-0 down. Have turned this game around. And what a game we have had here today. As Chiesa has come on for Kirkes in the midst of all that for Liverpool. Next stoppage of play, we will give you the man of the match. Gravenberch for Liverpool edge of the penalty area. Now Chiesa, low ball in, saved by Gianluigi Donnarumma. And now I can tell you, any second now, we'll give you the player of the match in a moment. Federico Chiesa wears number 14 for Liverpool. And I can tell you any second now our player of the match. As confirmation of his yellow card, which he got for his celebration by removing his shirt. Here is Semenyo posted out of play. Alisson also got a yellow card as well in the midst of all that as well. But today's player of the match, sponsored by Football Live, goes to Liverpool's number 8, Dominic Szoboszlai, as Manchester City make a substitution, which will see Nathan Ake come on for the final few minutes and replace Antoine Semenyo. For the player of the match, fantastic performance from Dominic Szoboszlai. Brilliantly today, 1 goal, 3 shots, 2 on target, and that was fantastic performance from Dominic Szoboszlai. Is Tricky to be the winner? Well, no, it will not be the case. Our player of the match, as you can see on the screen there, Dominic Szoboszlai. Liverpool with Chiesa charging forward. Into the penalty area he goes. For Jones, edge of the box now for Gravenberch. He lets him run across him. Back to Szoboszlai. Into the penalty area. It's cleared by Manchester City and Rodri. Good bit of play as Nuri is charging forward now. City can't get a third, can they? Ryan Nuri into the penalty area. Nuri's shot is saved by Alisson. And Liverpool one last chance potentially to get something from this game. What a game. What a moment. What a challenge. Free kick goes the way of Liverpool in a yellow card for Bernardo Silva. I believe that is gone too. Yes, it is. Bernardo picks up a yellow card there for Man City, and he won't care. So this lunge here on Virgil stayed on his feet. Bernardo Silva, 6th yellow card of the season. Free kick is taken. He towards the penalty. Ake edges it away. On this first Konate. Van Dijk. Ball back now. Gravenberch. Now or never for Liverpool. It looks like it's going to be never. Here's Szoboszlai. Gravenberch once more. Good bit of play for Liverpool. Now Liverpool look to confront. Kerkez. Can't get there. Kinshasa can't get there. His cross is blocked. Cleared away. Still we go on. Alisson still the throwing. Takes a foul throw there, does Alisson. We gets it back. He slips. We gets it forward. And forward he needs to go. Konate's up there. Van Dijk too. Van Dijk flicks on the header. Shot comes in. Oh, what a save from Gianluigi Donnarumma to keep City in the lead. Super save. What a save from Alexis McAllister's effort. That was going in. But what a fantastic stop from Gianluigi Donnarumma to keep City in the lead. Instead he's played to switch on. That's what City need to do, switch on. Alisson is up there as well. And of course confusion inside the penalty area. Konate can't get there, it's punch clear. Only his first Szoboszlai. Back it goes for Salah. Salah puts it in. It is up there, cleared away. City need it to get clear. Chiesa's there. Chiesa gets it forward. Salah helps it on. It was penalty. Ekitike, Salah. Chiesa, Salah come. It's back in there. Liverpool wants a penalty cleared away. But Manchester City anyway will do for City now. There's nobody inside the penalty area. Szoboszlai is back there. 99 minutes gone. I think VAR will be checking that incident there. But still we go on. Alisson has stayed up there. He flicks his header on. Cleared away. Cherky. Right, Cherky with the ball through. Erling Haaland's running onto it. It's surely going to be 3. Haaland can't get there. But Cherky has scored anyway. And Liverpool have gone from 1-0 up to 3-1 down. And Ryan Cherky in the 100th minute has scored the 3rd goal for the citizens to turn this game completely on its head. Alisson pushed forward to try and get an equaliser for Liverpool. But Ryan Cherky, what a goal from him just inside his own half. Haaland is down in the goal mouth. And it's Liverpool 1, Manchester City 3. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a game. 6-point gap now for Arsenal. VAR will probably be checking this one, no doubt. As they always do. Let's look at this again. That's an effort from McAllister, which was deflected and fantastic save from Donnarumma. And then from this corner kick, he's come back out. Gravenberch lost it there to Bernardo Silva. Brings it down on his chest here, Cherky. And this is going in. Cherky's going in. And City is saying, Liverpool is saying that should be a foul by Haaland on Dominic Szoboszlai. But Szoboszlai pulls him first. And then he pulls him back. And I don't think, even if he doesn't pull him back, he's going to get there. But VAR will check it as they always do. We almost played 11 minutes of stoppage time. VAR is still checking it. And Craig Pawson is now coming across to the screen here. I don't understand. If this gets disallowed, I don't know why it can, because I don't think suppose I will get there and clear it off the line in the end if he can get there. Looking at this now, there's a foul there first. That foul should counteract the other foul, because Szoboszlai is not going to get to this ball there. In my opinion anyway, VAR checking this go for a possible foul by Orland on Szoboszlai. But Orland was fouled first. So if anything, we should go back to that first foul there. Because Orland is through on goal. I think the goal should be given if anything. Craig Pawson is now going to say what's happened here. Let's have a listen. I'll tell you what it says. After review. I'm just waiting. His goal has been disallowed. Red card to Dominic Szoboszlai for a foul on Erling Haaland for pulling him back, denying a goal scoring opportunity, and a direct free kick to Manchester City. So Liverpool finished the game with 10 men. Dominic Szoboszlai sent off here. Red card for Dominic Szoboszlai, and Liverpool are down to 10 men. Szoboszlai is off. Free kick to City, and for me, the goal should have stood. Well, the red card for Dominic Szoboszlai is taken off his shirt. Our player of the match has been sent off at the end of this game. Well, up until that moment, he had played really, really well. So a free kick being given to Manchester City, and Liverpool down to 10 men. City players are just surrounding where the free kick's going to be taken. It's going to be Cherky, Diaz and Bernardo Silva standing around this. Bernardo Silva and Diaz is talking to Ryan Cherky. Orland is there as well. And I believe we'll have even more time added on to this come the end of this match today. Wow, what drama at the end of this match. Who said football was nothing? Who said football was boring? What a game this has been. What a game this has been. Free kick to Manchester City's. Cherky fires over into the crowd. And a goal kick to Liverpool. We did have 7 minutes added on, and we're into the 14th minute. Well, into the 15th minute of stoppage time. But there is no more. The full whistle finally goes as Manchester City beat Liverpool by 2 goals to 1. No, 3 goals to 1. Fantastic game of football we have witnessed today. Liverpool finished the game with 10 men against Manchester City, who really should be, after taking the lead, should have won the game. But what a game this has been. Liverpool finished the game with 10 men. Dominic Szoboszlai, our player of the match, who scored the opening goal of the game, sent off in stoppage time at the end of this match. Fantastic game of football we have witnessed tonight. And what a match this has been. Manchester City were 1-0 down after 74 minutes. 84 minutes, Bernardo Silva equalised. 90 plus 3, Orland from the penalty spot scored. And then in stoppage time at the end of the game, Dominic Szoboszlai so red for pulling back Erling Haaland, and Liverpool fall to defeat. Let's just take a quick look at the stats from this game tonight in full this evening, shall we? As you can see there, 14 shots to Liverpool, 16 for Man City, 4 on target for Liverpool, 8 for City. City with more possession, XG more for Manchester City, 6 corners, 2 yellows and 4 red, 2 yellows for Liverpool, 4 yellows for Man City, and 1 red card for Liverpool, none for Manchester City in the end. But what a game of football we have witnessed tonight, or this morning, or this afternoon, depending where you were listening from. Gianluigi Donnarumma chucks his shirt into the away crowd as Manchester City beat Liverpool by 2-1. Before we leave you this evening in the next few minutes, let's just take a look and recap the Premier League scores from the weekend, and then bring you the table afterwards as well, shall we? Let's look at the Premier League scores. Friday night, Leeds United 3, Nottingham Forest 1. Manchester United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Arsenal 3, Sunderland 0. Bournemouth 1, Aston Villa 1. Burnley 0, West Ham United 2. Scott Parker remains in charge at Turf Moor. Fulham 1, Everton 2. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Chelsea 3. Newcastle United 2, Brentford 3. And today's matches: Brighton Albion 0, Crystal Palace 1, and Liverpool 1, Manchester City 3. Let's take a look then at the Premier League table before we finish up tonight. Shall we? Let's take a look at the table, please. We'll give you the table in just a second, guys. Here we go. There's the top half of the table, and Liverpool are in 6th place in the table, despite both Brentford and Liverpool having +5 goal difference. Liverpool are ahead of them on goals scored in the Premier League standings. Man City into second on 50 points, now 6 points behind Arsenal following this weekend's game. Let's take a look then at the bottom end of the table after the result from earlier today. So Crystal Palace move up to 13th place in the table on 32 points, a point above Brighton now. Tottenham and Leeds just 2 points behind the Seagulls and 3 points behind the Eagles now after their results this weekend. Nottingham Forest remain just above the red drop zone despite losing to Leeds, just 3 points now. The safety line is between them and West Ham United. That's all we've got time for then. Just before we do go, let's remind you what we've got coming up next on the channel. And next up in commentary wise is the FA Cup 4th round clash between Arsenal and Wigan Athletic. Kick off at 4:30 next Sunday afternoon for you here on the commentary from the Emirates Stadium. Join us on air from around about 4:20, 4:25 for that one next week. But for myself, Russ Vernon, and the rest of the team here, we'll leave you with the full-time score from Anfield then, shall we? Liverpool, before they got the victory when they took the lead on 74 minutes. But 2 goals, one from Bernardo Silva and one from Erling Haaland. So Liverpool fall to defeat. Full-time score in the Premier League tonight. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 2. And what a game we've had today here. And what a game we've brought you. Thank you very much for you for having our company this afternoon and this evening. I will see you again soon. For myself, Russ Vernon, and the rest of the team here, thank you very much for listening. City march on and close the gap to 6 points at the top of the table. Liverpool remain down in 6th. While the team here is goodbye for now.